Oh, in some sports news, here's an interesting story. So I don't know, probably, most people listening to the show aren't paying much attention to the Washington football team. But
No.
Washington's quarterback, Ryan Fitzpatrick, suffered a hip injury during Sunday's game against the Los Angeles Chargers that's going to have him out for several weeks.
Okay.
But now someone has come forward to say, bullcrap. That dude injured that hip at the water park, and I saw it happen, and he's faking it now. So, he faked the injury at the game because he did actually hurt it at a water park.
Well, it's crazy, but there's a lot of...
Is there stuff in their contracts about not being able to do stuff like that?
Someone working at the water park said he saw Fitzpatrick hurt himself before the game. The caller said Fitzpatrick and his 7 kids went to the Symington Aquatic Center in Leesburg, Virginia. In fact, saw them there multiple times a week during the summer. It was like their go-to place.
Yeah.
But he hurt his hip while riding one of the fastest water slides on their visit the other day. The person said 3 times a week he brings all 7 of his kids there. They go on the slow slide. He always goes on the fast slide. But I saw him whack his hip on the fast slide, and you could tell he was walking in pain for the remainder of the afternoon and didn't go on any more slides the rest of the day.
I'm sure it won't affect his. You can't go by one guy at a water park.
No, you can't.
No, because
you can't.
Well, remember,
I know you can't.
I totally saw that guy. He is definitely injured himself.
Yeah.
On a,
I can't trust a Virginia
slide.
water
He brings
park.
his kids in all the time. I saw it. It's a huge scam.
Sir, what's wrong with your eyes?
Don't mind that. All right. Listen, this guy totally.
How many fingers am I holding up?
You're holding up 8 fingers.
I only have 5. Oh, man. This isn't making much sense. Listen, the same thing
Can
happened.
we call the water park worker to the stand, please?
Listen, I'm serious about this. I totally saw that guy. He's telling everybody he heard it at the game. It is not true whatsoever. This guy is on a water slide so much. And he busted his hip on that slide. I seen it. Seen it with my own eyes. The case rests.
Did you say seen it?
I seen it with my own eyes.
Can we talk about your vision for a second?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, please pay attention to this. Can you just follow this pen?
He doesn't appear to be. He doesn't appear to be following it. Oh, that's unfortunate. This is
I
our
rest
star
my
witness.
case. I rest my case.
Water park worker.
No, listen.
Didn't ask for this.
The same thing happened to the Tigers. Remember, the
Yes.
same
Yes.
thing happened
That
to the
video game
Tigers.
incident?
The video. Well, there was the video game incident, and
Which
then
one
there
was that?
was. It's the same guy, Joel Zumaya.
Oh, Sumaya.
Okay,
yeah.
so at first he hurt his arm. Everyone said, "Oh, he did it playing Guitar Hero."
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, but then there was a rumor of because he busted his shoulder or whatever, and
Yeah.
that basically ended his career. But there were dudes that were on the dunes and were like, we saw Joel Zumaya wipe out on a motorcycle on the dunes, and the ambulance had to come and all sorts of stuff. And then all of a sudden I was in my home and a box fell on my shoulder and it destroyed my shoulder.
Box
Right?
on my shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like the
He's
same
like helping
thing.
somebody move.
Story
or-
changed.
It's the same thing.
Voice changing technology. Anonymous. You wanted to share something about this.
Yeah, I did some work for a guy. He was a pretty high round draft pick. He was a defensive guy, but he would get hurt, and in the off season, his manager, what do they call him? His
Agent.
agent they'd set up these secret surgeries that nobody knew about, and so he'd have the surgery in the off season and try to rehab, and it was just because of the contract thing. They didn't want to lose all the everything they had.
Right. So they try and take care of it. Secret surgeries.
Pretty common practice. They called it secret surgeries.
All right, dude. Thanks. We should have had Water park guy with voice changing technology.
yeah.
I totally saw that guy.
It's you,
Water
isn't it?
sliding every day. He always had to opt for the fast slide.